Hey, question about age gaps. I'm a 40-year-old woman who doesn't want children but wants a long term romantic partner. I've dated actively in my life, which has given me an extremely clear sense of what I want and need in a relationship and partner, plus what's out there. I've recently started to be more intentional about compatibility versus the spark chemistry. My coach encouraged me to date closer to my age, which makes sense. For the past few years, I've dated a string of younger men who were lovely, but some combination of financially unstable, not looking for not looking for or ready for long-term commitment, emotionally immature, or some sort of combination of all three. That same week, I met an amazing 28-year-old. I'm enjoying spending time with him so much, but part of me thinks I need to end it after just promising my coach I was going to be more mindful about age. He's not financially secure and he lives with his roommates, just as I did when I was 28 years old. Pretty normal. But he's so much of what I've always looked for: emotionally intelligent, self aware, makes me feel safe and seen and comfortable, pro- prioritizes wellness, makes me laugh, shares a lot of the same values and life goals I have, etc. He's also mature than every man I've ever dated, including the ones my age and older. And he does seem emotionally available or secure, and he wants a relationship. I think, no, while I think my coach's advice is solid in theory, I am also thinking maybe there are exceptions. Is is it okay to keep exploring this connection? What are your thoughts?
What did you say? How old did you say she was?
She's 40. He's
With a
28.
28-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
I actually think younger guys are usually like way more easy to get along with and chill.
I agree. I agree. I
Yeah.
think younger guys tend to be um they're less, they don't be putting a lot of pressure on things like the whole, I know we mentioned Kevin Samuels in one of the recorded episodes of the show that we have, but they be chill, they be like
For
not on
sure.
that whole like, oh you need, like they don't be having no extreme cookie cutter, I need you to fit in this mold
And
list.
it's still a little more fun, like even though like not in a it's probably childish, but I feel like sometimes older people tend to be so serious
Yeah.
about life. Like, oh, the only things that I'm excited about are my kitchen appliances and excited about going to bed. It's like we could also enjoy going to like a crazy concert or
Right.
something fun out of the. And so I like the balance. I do think 40 and 28, the only thing that she did mention is the children.
Mm.
If he wants to have children, and he may not be thinking about it right now because he's 28, but
Right.
by the time he's like 35, or maybe when he's 40, and you're gonna be 52, babes.
Steve gonna just be I saw this video, there are like a ton of them where they're like older women, and I think this is Instagram like curating content for me. Um because I feel like I need to wait to have children, but anyway, different story. But there I'm seeing a ton of these videos where women are like older, like 43 or something, and they having their baby and they're like, oh my gosh, I love my baby, but I'm dreading the moment my baby's teacher is like, hey, your grandma's here, and my kid's gonna be like, no, that's my mom.
In the future, we're all going to be the grandmas going to pick up that's going to be the age for all the moms, for
Oh,
sure.
having children later now, yeah.
And apparently, old if you wait later,
Mm-hmm.
those kids are raised better. No disrespect to young moms, but
Yeah.
because they are financially stable, they've learned a little bit more about
Yeah.
life. They're way more relaxed. They're not.
Yes, the advantages are like triple fold. Those children tend to be more financial, not financially, emotionally secure when
A
they
thousand
start school.
percent. So I that's the only thing that I foresee as an issue for her is that this man is gonna end up wanting kids, and unless she's frozen some eggs for future in case, but if she doesn't want them, then I don't know what the compromise
Yeah,
is
she
there.
probably didn't freeze any eggs if she didn't want kids.
I mean, I think you can still do it at 40. Probably not the best, but you can still do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, after 35, GG's, but like they could still get some out of there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
um, nah, but I think there's nothing wrong with it. Now, the coach thing, she needed to be more intentional, only stick to that. I think that's good, but sometimes you just do find a needle in a haystack and you need to see where that goes. Like, if you find someone who is maybe not directly what you want, but like you're actually enjoying their company, I think it's worth exploring, provided they talk about that kids thing,
Right.
because sometimes we think we want things
Mhm.
and then get something else, and those things make us happier.
And the timing of things does just be the way she described it. I just talk about not doing this, and then bam, you show up. Sometimes it works out like that.
And sometimes it's a lesson for you to stick to your boundaries.
Right, right. I know. What was there was like a phrase, or I don't know if it's a phrase or like a type of thinking where it's like you will continuously learn the lesson over and over and over and over until you
You'll
like.
continuously get the test until you learn the lesson.
Yeah, so maybe this is just another reiteration of her not making a good choice, or it could be like amazing and it works out. So,
And I found that when I compromise, I actually set myself back. Like when I
mm,
like I don't want this thing and then like give time to something that I know is not even worth it, the aftermath of that
like the recovery.
is longer and is actually taking
Mm,
up time that I could have dedicated to actually spending trying to get to know somebody
something
who's in
else.
line with what I want. So
Okay.
I actually don't do that anymore
That
because
is a good, yeah, that's good. Very good.
no,
Good.
no, learned it the hard way.
Good.
Oh.
That's a good perspective. I think people need to like take that in for real. Yeah.
Sometimes they just there to waste your time and you're letting them.
Oh, girl, stop dropping the gems.
I think that's it. I think that's it, girl. You know what you need to do? Go talk about that those children.
Yeah. All right.
But enjoy it until then.
Good.